is land.
It's funny that they're just like, oh yeah, there's not supposed to be any combat. Should be an easy task. And I'm just like, it's not gonna be. That's not the kind of game this is.
This region is abundant in organic materials.
Okay, so this must be their ship. Looks like it's closed off so that I can't steal it. Oh no. It opens from this side. Would I steal their ship? No. That's fair. Had to check. Oh, you've got another ship here as well. No, this ship is in bad shape. It's probably from when this colony was first established.
Harder than I thought. Or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
It knows I'm here? Not he, they, it. Turns out this is not going to be an easy mission, it seems. Shocking. I'm going to check out your computer first. Job logs. 145.5.09. Okay, power back on. Test. Hello, Tausetti. Good God, going 45 hours a day, working through the nights. It took all the Model A's we had on hand a full week to get this place scrubbed properly. Military sure was in a rush to get out of here after the colony war ended, I guess. Finally don't have to wear my breather indoors. One building down. 156-23-36. Just wrapped getting the prototypes installed and run through diagnostics. Everything looks good so far. The new age clean kill meat production begins today. 161.08.24. I don't want to jinx it, but the prototypes are working as expected. Better, maybe? We've had multiple successful tests, able to save all the scraps we'd expect to. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this may work. Tau Gourmet might just change things. I don't know what any of that was talking about. Well, you've got ammunition just lying around for the taking, so I will take. None of it's counted as stealing. Hey there. What do you got going on?
So what do we got here? It's too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Huh. Actually, the Vanguard sent me, though they failed to mention how bad things were. Your shock trooper is here to save the day, Eli. You okay?
Oh, I've been better. But I think bleeding out is at least off the table. What I really need, though, is someone who knows their way around a weapon. So, if you wanted to tell me, I'm heavy infantry and I've come to bring you the gift of ordnance, I wouldn't mind in the least.
Actually, the Vanguard sent me, though they failed to mention how bad things were.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph.
Oh, we get to see terramorphs.
One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
Sounds like you could use my help then. I'm not exactly equipped to deal with a killer alien. Terramorph, what's that? What kind of anomaly are we talking about here? Wait, are all the settlers dead then? We'll start at the bottom as usual. Are all the settlers dead?
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone.
What kind of anomaly are we talking about here?
Theramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
What's a Terramorph?
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart, and their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without peer.
Alright, well, sounds like you could use my help then.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Okay. Let's get the security system back online. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I came here to help some settlers, not play a chew toy for some alien. What can you tell me about the security system? Where can I find the security outpost? You're not coming with me?
Admin access is centralized to the terminal in this room. Nothing's coming back online if I'm not here.
Of course not.
But even if that weren't the case, I'd likely be more of a liability out there than a help right now.
Okay. Where is the security outpost?
It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online.
Okay. What can you tell me about the security system?
The settlers outfitted most of the buildings with turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape. There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset.
Alright. I will get the security system back online.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
You're worried that I will destroy it so completely that you won't be able to get a sample? I mean, is it really that scary or is it not? Because if I can completely eliminate it, it's not that scary. So my guess is it's not going to show up until I've got the security system online, so there's no need to actually be stealthy. Though it'd be funny to be proved wrong. Alright, what is that? Not valuable. Secure area. Let's check everywhere else. I'm not going to go through the whole facility, but just a quick glance around to see if there's anything else of value before I activate this. Alright. Security hub. Multiple warnings received. Please select an option from the list below. Security system connection status, automated defenses, tracking system, security logs. We'll start with the logs. 18-118-14. Equipment drop today. Additional materials for the livestock tracking systems Ian's cooking up. Couple 18-120-15. Couple predators came over the ridge last night. Maria was up, so she took a couple shots at them, drove them off. Those turrets can't get here soon enough. 18-121-77. Got the turrets delivered at long last. Once those are installed, no one needs to night watch anymore. Our lives are about to get a whole lot better. 18-145-03. Took multiple days on ladders, but the turrets are hooked up and ready to go. Goodbye, night shift. 18-146-18. I may have been hasty. Turned the things on for the first time last night and blew out the grid. Rewiring starts today. 18-178-14. Okay, a couple more tests of the system, and I think we're finally ready for prime time. All the automation they're trying to build into this place draws a lot more power than we initially planned for. 18-201-06. Some technical materials, and more excitedly, feed dropped off today. Finally getting perishables at long last. Seems like this might truly be happening. Automated defenses. Automated defense. Turret diagnostics. Error. Damage detected. Evisceration building. Packaging building. Sanitation building. Dressing building. Quality control building. Error. Power fault detected. System power reset required. Order issued. Maintenance team, please reset all power breakers. Automated defenses. Is that the one I just looked at? Yeah. Tracking system. Status offline. Please proceed to control room to initiate system reboot. Security system connection status. Warning, admin connection lost. Server connection lost. All external functionality locked. Reset connection? Yes. Automated defenses. Nothing has changed there. And same with the tracking system. Sure.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. Wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
Okay. System status. We'll look at the build logs. 183.5 though is what I need to remember. Build 0.2. Okay, I think we're finally ready to give this a real test. The frequency needs to be calibrated to the size of the stock, though, so we'll need to get some general measurements of the creatures once they arrive. But if this works, it could mean a new era in open range farming. We'll be able to function without fences. True free range. We're going to make so much money. Build 0.3. Everyone's finally got their hearing back, so I think we can go for test number 2. Our initial hopes for range and distance might have been a bit ambitious, but we've at least got the fundamentals down. Turn on system, have the signal beamed directly into your personal radio, letting you know the location of nearby critters. Next up, improving how many animals we can track at once and how far we can track them. Turn on the tracking system. Frequency tuning is required for proper tracking. System status, tuning required. 183.5, targets 1. Well, good thing I didn't need to remember it because it just marks it. Connecting playback to user. Okay.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
He's active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Oh. Hey, buddy. I see you.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Okay. So, restore power. They said on the roof, but that one is clearly inside of this building. At least, seems to be. No?
System reorder failed.
Okay. This is probably bad news. Okay. I just killed it. The power system failed. Terramorph cell sample is worth 180,000 credits. Well, I guess that's value per mass. It's worth 18,000 credits, but still. I'll just take that. As well as all of these other things. And I was super lucky that Vasco just, like, blocked up the hallway. So that thing took a couple of bullets, you know? Ooh, more goodies. 71 credits. Woo, I'm rich. Hey.
Trekker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
Yep, all taken care of, or I believe the words you're looking for, thank you for saving me, or try not to sound so surprised. Try not to sound so surprised.
No offense intended. No, I've just known whole Marine squads who couldn't take down a terramorph. To do it yourself? That's something else. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
So I'm wondering if she responds differently if I took it down using the turrets. I don't know. Here you go. Can you really learn much from one little sample? What's that sample you think the nice lady... What's that sample you think the nice lady should pay me for rescuing you? Can you really learn much from one little sample?
A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one?
Here you go. Although, realistically, the sample, I don't know how big of a sample size it is, but it was worth 18,000 and was presumably a tenth of a pound, which means there's a lot more samples, and if I could just carve up that xenomorph and then sell them all around, that'd be very valuable, but it's not going to let me. Here you go.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
All right. Following you. Don't try anything funny. I'm apparently strong enough to take out a xenomorph by myself. Just looking around to see if there's any goodies while you slowly walk wherever you're going. Master level lock. Expert. Alright. We'll start here. You only fit into the outside ring. You can fit outside or inside. So we'll assume we're going to use you here. And you would go here. Okay. Where do you fit? Here, and then we would need you probably for there. Yep. I think that's what we want. Then you there. You there. Pretty powerful gun. Does even more damage than my current one, but a terrible fire rate. I can't lockpick master yet. Where was that at? Tech, maybe? Security? So now we're here, which means I think I can now do master. But it's nice to always have a few perks lying around. Man, 4 rings now? Okay, that one can't be used anywhere. You can only be used in the middle. I'm gonna back out and come back in. I'd like to see that these complicated ones can be used somewhere. The ones that have 4 spots. Alright. We put you. Yeah. It's not really any great options. So we've got you that could go there, or you that could go there. So do I have another 3 that would cover either of those? Yeah. You, and then you. All right. So then go with that. Then I don't have a 2 by itself, so I'd have to use both of the singles. You could go there. Now. Because these ones wouldn't then work. Yeah. Ooh. You fit. So if I put you here, then I just need one of the singles. All right. Okay, so you would fit here or there. And you would fit the other one. Okay, where do you fit? Here. And then can you get these last 2? Yes. All right. 71 credits and looks like a good helmet. 4 and 1 pin. I assume you're trying to give help on that, but I got it. Eventually. I don't really like this hacking minigame. I appreciate them making it different than what we had in Skyrim and Fallout, but it just is a lot more time consuming. All right, where are you? Over here. Hey.
This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business?
Yeah.
That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Sure, there's a rational explanation for this. Sounds like we need to do something quick. That feels like a big leap to make from a single sample. Terramorphs have been taken down other colonies. Or how does no one know how terramorphs get onto human worlds? Aren't they kind of hard to miss?
Well,
Yeah.
they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
So they've taken down colonies?
They have. They
Yep,
even took down
Londinium.
an entire city once. A place called Londinium had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously.
I hope this quest line, because I'm assuming this is going to be a quest line, so that's how the Freestar Rangers worked, is that it all sort of followed a single progression. So probably this whole quest line is going to play out with us investigating how this terramorph got here and then where they're coming from, and hopefully eventually to us trying to reclaim Londinium or something. That's what I'm expecting and hoping. Feels like a big leap to make from a single sample.
You're right. We don't have enough information. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah,
Okay.
I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
Alright. Don't worry, I'll make sure my commander agrees. I'll mention it, but I'm not making any promises. Not sure that's going to be possible. I've got plenty on my plate as is. Why would my commander know who you are? Are you with the UC military too? Good question.
I was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them.
Alright, I'll make sure the commander agrees.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's
Cool.
a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Can do. So, now we just return back to the commander. Get him to, I guess, sign off on this research or study, whatever. I'm just still glancing around to see if there's any lootables I should grab while I'm here. Not gonna do too much digging around, but anything that's just obvious as I'm walking by. Doesn't seem to be. Let's take the stairs up. Spacesuit workbench. I don't have the perk yet for modifying and upgrading spacesuits. But it does sound useful because although my gun is pretty awesome, my spacesuit is pretty meh. Permanently grants the recipe for the deep food item. Okay. Ooh. More lore. The Tau Gourmet vision statement. Since the dawn of the agrarian revolution 10,000 years ago, humanity has been trying to speed up the process of growing food and getting it onto plates. But that's always come at the cost of quality and led to horrific practices like industrial farming, which leads to corners cut and ultimately a worse product. And we've all just accepted it. We live in a freeze-dried age, but we don't have to. Tau Gourmet is going to change that. We're going to make fresh food cheap and available everywhere. We're going to let our livestock and crops grow as nature intended and use smart automation to harvest and prepare them at the peak of freshness and deliver them with such speeds that our clients won't ever go back to using freeze-dried again. It's a big task, and accomplishing it is going to take focus, innovation, and dedication. Are you up to the challenge of changing how the settled system eats? Then let's get started. Coat Cadillo. The plan. We're standing in the middle of an unfinished masterpiece here. The UC military came in, put down some incredible machinery that they then barely used, and promptly left it to rot the moment the war ended. Now 20 years later, we're here with an incredible opportunity. Updating this place is going to take some serious work. We're all going to be pulling double, triple, quadruple duty around here. So if you're going through a tough moment, please remember, everyone else probably is too. It also means that if you're in a place where you can lighten someone else's load, please do. Equally important are scheduled breaks. These are built into your workload, so if you're on a break, hour, day, week, you'd better sit your butt down and breathe. Take in the scenery. Think about something that's not work. If you've got a long spell, go back to New Atlantis and blow off some steam. Good ideas come from expected places, and remaking how food works in the cell system is going to take a lot of good ideas. Also of critical importance, survival training is not optional. It's just us on this planet, and while the UC is aware we're out here, every one of us needs to know how to survive out here on our own should the unthinkable happen. Finally, if you've ever got an issue of any kind, reach out to the relevant area owner. If you and said area owner can't come to an agreement, feel free to grab me, Coat. Areas of ownership: Coat, general vision, crop livestock selection, vendor coordination, expertise arbitration. Ian, system design implementation, automation programming. Maria, facility restoration, defense installation, facility maintenance, automation maintenance. Andre, crop livestock cultivation, recipe generation, keeping us all alive, food related. Lambert, keeping us all alive, security related, survival training. And chores list. So yes, we're planning to remake food as we know it, but we're also all living in close quarters a long way from other human beings, which means your parents aren't here to clean up after you. Everyone's got rotating chores. Do them without being asked. Coat, laundry. Ian, decluttering common spaces. Maria, trash incineration. Andre, composting. Lambert, weapon care. This one doesn't rotate until the rest of us are firearms cert. Night watch rotation. Coat, Ian, and Maria apparently was on duty when everyone died. Andre and Lambert. Sounds like Maria failed. How dare you? Trauma pack. Pharmaceutical lab. Can I make med packs? I can't. I can make bandages. No, that just treats incinerations. It doesn't actually heal hit points. Yeah. So that's what I need, is something that heals hit points. But maybe that's what food is for? So I should probably get into the whole cooking side of things. I just am commenting on the fact that I know my med packs are starting to run low. That is an uncomfortable amount of blood. I guess someone died on the toilet? Is that a Jurassic Park reference? Could be. Alright, back to my ship. This way. Oh, is there... No, that's just the roof. I was wondering if there was a second story for me to go check out. It's also kind of funny that I'll be going back to my commanding officer and he's like, so how'd your, cakewalk mission, no combat go? And it's like, oh, I had to kill a terramorph. By myself, no turrets involved. Just shot it down with my gun. Because I'm pretty awesome. Right. Mass District. Okay. Hey there, Commander.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
It's so good. I need your permission to deliver a terramorph's tissue sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
No survivors, sir. All lost to a terramorph, which I killed. Things didn't go as advertised. Only one alive was a researcher who gave me a sample and a gene tag. She didn't give me the sample. I gave her the sample. The thing that ate the settlers and nearly ate me wasn't really interested in the repairs. No survivors, sir. All lost to a terramorph, which I killed.
You killed a terramorph on your first mission. If I could be frank for a moment, holy shit. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one. But,
Nice.
If none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering this sample?
There was a researcher investigating the place. She gave me the gene tag to show you. Her name was Hadrian. Here said I should show you this. Some crazy alien scientist, because she said you might recognize her name. Yeah, researcher investigating the place. She gave me this gene tag to show you.
A researcher? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War and was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
So this might actually be an urgent mission then. Xenowarfare doesn't sound good. Doesn't seem like the type of person we should be working with. What the heck is Xenowarfare? Or wait, can we even be helping this woman? I mean, I think that's a fair question. If she was discharged, I don't know if it was dishonorably, but she was let go after the war because of working on Xenowarfare, it sounds like. Can we be helping this woman?
Notation says that Sinan already faced punishment for her actions during the war. Dismissal from the UC military. And her sending you to me first makes me think she's actually trying to do this above board. Considering her history, reaching out to the UC probably wasn't the easiest decision. Which means that must be a pretty important sample.
Alright, well, what is Xenowarfare?
In the run-up to the Colony War, the UC started a program with a singular goal. Find the deadliest, most terrifying aliens in the galaxy, and have them fight on the side of the UC. Never saw any of the deployments myself, but the program was clearly enough of a success that when the war came to an end 20 years ago, both sides agreed to have the practice banned, at which point, I presume, this tribunal decided to cut Sinan loose.
Okay. So this might actually be an urgent mission then.
Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's not sure what it means. She wants a Dr. Walker on Mars to analyze it, confirm it's a threat. She's afraid there could be more attacks like the one that wiped out the people of Tau Ceti. There were some creds in it for me, all the reason I needed. She's afraid there could be more attacks like the one that wiped out the people of Tau Ceti.
She thinks there could be more of these? This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I'd suggest you move out.
Okay, so I've got Vanguard spacesuits and whatnot. And if we go to quests, deep cover with the Crimson Fleet. Okay. Huh. So that is a Vanguard quest. So I knew the Crimson Fleet was one of the factions that you can join, but it sounds like you join them as a member of the UC Vanguard. Interesting, as a deep cover operative. Or we can carry on with the main UC quest line, which seems to be dealing with, yeah, this terrormorph. Alright. Well, as it stands, Twitch is twitching out on me. So, and I've been going for 4 hours. So I figure it's a good time to call this quits before the stream breaks down any further. So, thanks for being here, everyone, and hope you enjoyed this, and we will continue probably with this quest line when we come back next week for more Starfield.